Here is my review of Danganronpa the animation, episode 10. So let's get into this. So this week's episode of Danganronpa the animation. This was a good episode and a very interesting episode because how this episode ends off, just a lot of stuff just kind of get revealed towards the end of this episode. And just, I'm curious how the freaking classroom trial is going to go, who the killer is. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's actually going on. I want to talk about this as I get on with this review. So without further ado, let's get into this review. And how I'm going to do this, because I don't really want to, there's a lot of stuff that actually happened in this episode. So I don't want to just try to, like, go through events and stuff like that. It'll take too long. So what I'm going to do is just talk about the key points within the episode. So the first key thing is that Fuqua ends up finding like this survival knife, this military knife that's very sharp and stuff. Like, you know, it's meant to kill somebody. And so the thing is, they end up giving that to Nagi because Nagi's the most trustworthy at this point. Like, they haven't had any problems with him yet, so they're gonna give it to him to hold on to. While they were investigating the 5th floor, because, you know, the 5th floor opened after someone dies and the floor opens, they ended up going to Botanical Gardens. And when it comes to Togami's case, though, Togami ended up finding this classroom that just had, it was just, people just like seemed like they got massacred, and there's like, it's just tons of blood, like the place is all jacked up. So that was very interesting as well, because apparently that kind of goes into the whole 1 year ago when Ultra Ego was telling them about that whole massacre that happened in human history, you know, the worst thing in human history ever. Yeah, that thing. So it may be because of that. So that's also another key thing with this episode. Another thing is that someone stole something from Mono Bear. Someone stole something precious from Mono Bear, and they all were thinking Kirigiri did it. And the thing is, because Mono Bear was like really mad about this, but the thing is, Kirigiri actually did steal something from Mono Bear, so, you know, their suspicion is right. Not to mention, she actually wasn't there when Mono Bear summoned everybody to the gym. So that's the other reason why they thought it was her. And so, the reason why, though, is that before Sakura died, Sakura actually broke down the principal's office, which allowed Kirigiri to go in there and steal this key, basically, was what it was. And this key, she wants to figure out what this key is used for. And so she ends up going to Nagi asking for some help, basically. Nagi is going to distract Mono Bear while she goes and uses the key to go find out go find some information, try to find some more stuff so she can solve this mystery. It's very risky, but she's going to go do it. And so he tries to distract him. He doesn't really distract him for very long, though, but he does distract him nonetheless. So after all that was all said and done, he was hoping she'll be okay. He ends up going to sleep, and this is where I guess I don't think this was a dream, seeing as what happened here, because he's the one that entrusted with the knife. He basically is falling asleep. He kind of like wakes up a little bit. He sees like this dark figure just standing next to his bed, and then he gets closer, and he has that survival knife in his hand, and it's that masked person that attacked him when he was in that bathroom with that secret room. Yeah, so that guy was right there. He's like, and stuff going all over him. But no, he closed his eyes, wake back up, double take. We end up seeing Kirigiri there all of a sudden. And Kirigiri was trying to tell him something, but he can't stay awake for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know what was up with him in this episode. He couldn't stay awake for some reason. Like, if I saw some guy with a knife, with mask stuff, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. Like, I'll wake up, kick him, jump out window, something. I ain't gonna just sit there and be like, no, they ain't doing all that. I ain't about to die now. But yeah, you see Kirigiri there. Kirigiri's trying to explain something to him, but to no avail because he goes back to sleep. And so he thought that was all like a dream or something like that. Not until the end. He ends up looking around and he can't find nobody. And so they end up going to the gym room, and he ends up seeing everybody there. And apparently Mono Bear was actually dismantled, or well, he wasn't working anymore, and they dismantled him, actually. So they're trying to see how he works and everything like that. So seeing as Mono Bear is not working anymore, they think they can take the privileges to go and figure out some extra stuff. Because to see if they can go look around and, you know, do something since there's no problem now. They end up going, I think, to the principal's office, and they can't open the door, of course. So Fuqua was supposed to go and get a pickaxe to knock it down. But she ends up coming back and basically ends up finding, she ends up telling them that she found a body. And they found this body, so it's of a girl figure and stuff, so they're thinking, oh crap, it must be Kirigiri, because the thing is, this person has a mask on their face, and we can't tell who it is, but they assume it's Kirigiri that died, because, again, we still haven't seen Kirigiri after all that time, so we wonder what's going on. And so, they try to take off the mask, like, it's like a booby trap and it explodes and stuff. I'm surprised Fuqua actually survived that, because Fuqua was the one that tried to take off the mask, and she actually is okay. But that burned up the body enough to where you can't really see the face, so yeah, they still think it's Kirigiri. And so after that, they end up finding this key next to his body. They end up getting that key, they end up unlocking this other room that was actually locked before, the data room. They end up unlocking that, and that room basically has like all the cameras, and it's watching their every move basically in that one room. And he's wondering what the heck is going on. Mona Bear actually reappears. Apparently, there's nothing actually wrong with this guy, though he seems a little different now. Like he's a little different. They're wondering why he's different. Not to mention doing a lot of bear puns. Like this is bearific. I don't know. I'm bearful at this. I'll stop. But yeah, he ends up just trying to he ends up telling him basically this is a live broadcast. It's like Batum basically. If you've seen Batum, you know, this is like they throw him on those people on the island and they broadcast this like it's a freaking actual show, it's a TV show basically. That's what this is basically. This is just for people's entertainment now. Like he has this freaking live broadcasting to everybody in the whole place, and that's why they have classroom trials. Like he's trying to make it as entertaining as possible, which is why he doesn't like any dull moments. So he's not. It's the thing he wasn't going to allow them to just be dilly down and just relaxing. No, someone has to die all the time and stuff. You know, each episode has to happen. So it's kind of funny though, because it kind of reminds me of Whodunit. Basically, it's very similar to that series, that TV show anyway. So yeah, so he ends up spilling the beans on that. He still is not going to tell him exactly what's going on, but they'll figure out later as it continues on to try to figure out the mystery. There was a hint, by the way, as well with this, and so once Mona Bear leaves after they tell him all this stuff. We see Kirigiri finally come back, and Kirigiri basically says she has a bunch of information that she needs to tell everybody this. And yes, that girl that was dead right there, that was the 16th student that died. So we didn't even get to see her face. Like she had a mask on for life, I guess. She died with a mask on, so we never got to even see her face. So yeah, so she's dead, and that's basically in the episode. That's why I'm kind of curious though how this classroom trial is gonna go, because who killed her? I'm hoping it's not really clear to get it, because you really think about it, if you put the pieces together, from the dream that Nagi had, if you think about it, first you saw the 16th student all up on him, like, and then no, you know, he wakes, he closes his eyes, wakes back up a little bit, you see Kirigiri there next, all of a sudden. So that could indicate maybe she did something to the 16th student, you know what I mean? So it could possibly be her, but if it is her, god freaking dang, because that means she's gonna die. And I don't want her to die. Like, I like this character. I don't want her to die. So yeah, I mean it could be her, but I mean I don't know exactly how she died though. Like I said, if that's the case, we know she died by the knife. So I mean, like I said, it's possible that Kirigiri possibly did, but I don't know. Like I said, I really don't want it to be her. That's the problem. I really don't want it to be her. And I mean, she probably did it out just saving Nagi. So I mean, it sucks. So I'm looking forward though what the information that she found in that room that when she got that key and opened it up. Like, what did she find exactly? How is it going to assist in getting them out of this freaking whole thing? Like, how are they going to get out of this game? Because it's surprising that Mona Bear even had the freaking funds to be able to like make a whole TV show out of this. People watching this and not thinking anything of it. It's really, really odd. So I'm curious how that's all going on as well. So yeah, like I said, this episode was very interesting. It had so much going on, and just all this crap. Like, why was Mona Bear just lying on the ground? Like, what happened then? Maybe Kirigiri, once she got in that room, maybe she found the actual person that was maybe controlling Mona Bear as well. So, like I said, there's just so much going on. It's hard to say what's exactly gonna happen next. I can't really predict what will happen next. So yeah, with that, this has been my review for Danganronpa the animation. Leave your comments below and tell me what you think is gonna happen next. What you think is going on exactly? Do you think Kirigiri was the one that actually killed the 16th student? What are your overall thoughts on this? I'm very curious because I want to bounce some thoughts off of you guys because I want to try to figure this out because I'm not quite sure what's going on. So I mean, it also kind of goes into the whole memory thing as well because like I said, they were messing with Kirigiri with the whole memory stuff. So like I said, there's so much stuff going on. So give me your thoughts. I'm very curious. Like this review and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Danganronpa reviews from me. So you guys been Breakmaster, and until then, people, break out.